Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Beau again. So today, we're going to talk about Republicans blocking a vote to pay troops. In what is totally an unsurprising move if you've been paying attention, but is still likely to shock most of the nation. The Republican Party in the House has decided not to allow a vote to make sure troops get paid during the shutdown. Keep in mind, troops still have to show up for work. Currently, troops are set to miss a paycheck on the 15th. The shutdown has to end by the 13th to get the checks processed in time. The Democratic Party is suggesting a standalone vote that would authorize pay for the troops. Johnson fell back on his standard line and said, quote, "The job in the House is done." Reminder, the job is not done, and the government is shut down. The bill in question is called H.R. 5401, and it was actually introduced by a Republican and has more than 100 co-sponsors. The sponsor said, quote, "I'm urging the Speaker and our House leadership to immediately pass my bill to ensure our service members, many of whom live paycheck to paycheck while supporting their families, receive the pay they've earned. Military pay should not be held hostage due to Washington's dysfunction." With the level of support it has, it would fly through the House. So, why are Republicans blocking it? Because they want troops and their families to suffer, because they believe it will put more pressure on Democrats. This is intentional, unnecessary pain being inflicted on active duty. It's a choice being made by the Republican Party, much like threatening layoffs or saying furloughed workers won't get back pay. The idea is to make the shutdown as painful as possible for America's working class, in hopes that their previous attacks on working class health care is forgotten. Johnson originally seemed open to passing legislation to pay the troops, but other Republicans have apparently talked him out of it. While he was saying he was open to it, Republican Senate Majority Leader Thune stepped in to say, quote, "Honestly, you don't need that." Johnson has since backtracked on his openness to the idea. They believe they can frame it as the fault of the Democratic Party, but the reality is that Democrats are willing to vote in favor of paying the troops. The Republican Speaker of the House is blocking the vote from occurring. If you were hesitant to believe the Republican position over the layoffs and withholding of back pay for federal workers was harming the working class to get at the Democrats, pay attention to this development. This is something that could be resolved in a day. It's not Democrats standing in the way. It's Republicans saying, no, we aren't even going to take a vote on whether or not to pay the troops. Later, they'll stand in front of an American flag and talk tough about how much they love and respect America's military. I guess they just don't respect them enough to pay them for their work. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.